Hey guys, this is Andrew. Thank you so much for checking out my newest video. This is a skin fade tutorial. I sped it up 2 times the speed because I know people have short attention spans and not a lot of time on their hands. So we're gonna do the zr2, and you can use a classic 76. We're starting off with the 0A blade. This is a mid to low fade. I would say about 90% of this work is going to be done by the zr2 or the classic 76. You're going to go around the head with the 0A, which is approximately a half on the master or on with the Oster fast feed. I'm not quite sure about what the setting actually is on other clippers. So you're going to hit that 0A first guideline. And I just want to say that this technique is not meant for perfect fades. This is meant for high volume shops and for people that want to give their customer, a 7 or an 8 out of 10. This isn't going to knock it out the park, but it's going to give you a nice clean cut, and it's very, very, it's going to help you in terms of moving clients. All right, so underneath that 0A, you're going to do a 000. You're going to come up with that 000. And this is what I call fading down because you're going under it. There's going to be a little bit of a line between the OA blade and the 000 blade. After we establish this line, we're going to go in with our clipper to blend that line out. This particular step after this, with going in with a regular clipper, is one of the few times that it is 100% necessary in this technique to take that line out. There may be another way to do it with this clipper or with the 76, but I'm not aware of it right now, but I feel comfortable doing it this way that I'm gonna do here. So I went back with the 0A again just to make sure there was a little spot there that I wanted to hit again. I didn't feel satisfied with hitting that spot there. Then back again with the 000 again. So there's a little line there. There I am with the masters going about halfway. Gonna start blurring that line out. I'm listening for the little sound of it chipping away. I went down just a half of a notch, and I was showing that briefly. Then I'm just gonna continue to go down the lever until I fade out that line and make that line nice and blurry. Now that master clipper right there is not zero gapped, but Rinaldi's hair is very forgiving, and the line does come out even just by going down to a 000. Some of you guys are going to have a problem. You might want to use a zero gapped fast feed or a zero gapped, and this master is really up to you. So I'm just going around taking care of him. And by the way, Rinaldi is my cousin. He doesn't pay for haircuts. He's family. He is worth his weight in gold, no doubt about it. There's certain people who come to the shop, you got to show love like that, and then they reciprocate that love, with other things, bringing you lunch or just always being there for you when you need somebody. There's different reasons out there why certain people don't pay. I'm working out that line by using the lever on the masters yet again on the other side, and just slowly going down, fading that line out. All right. We were having some conversations that were not, they were kind of private, so we couldn't post the original audio of this, so I hope you guys don't mind the voiceover. Yep, just blending that out. The next order of business is the 5-0 guard. I'll go with the 5-0 underneath to get all that bulk. That was just the OA showing you that again, that there was a small little spot I wanted to hit with the OA. I was having a little bit of trouble here, to be honest with you. There was a little piece of hair that just didn't seem to want to blend out, but it finally got it. So next, I'm gonna jump to the 5-0 blade and clean out all the bulk. For 90% of the customers, hitting it with a 5-0 is perfectly fine. You got some guys out there, they want the box shaver. That adds a little more time to your fade. And it's also a little risky because that box shaver, sometimes it's hard to blend that final line out. You know, there are techniques that work quite well. Sometimes you can take a short, very sharp liner and you can pull the skin a little bit. The old school barbers showed me that technique. Rinaldi, we don't do the box shaver though. I just do the 5-0 for him and it's usually good enough for him. My 5-0 guard, I feel like it could be a little bit shorter. I think it's accurate. I think it's 5-0, but the liner is definitely a notch shorter. So cleaning them up there. And I think right now I'm gonna go with my liner. So I just showed a bunch of liners. In a moment, I'm gonna show a couple of liners, just basically saying you could choose any liner of your desire, or you could stop right there with the 5-0. You can disregard the final step that I do. That's really up to you and your client. And also time as well. If it's a Saturday, it's a holiday or something like that, you may just want to move the client. You know, it's a clean cut and it's good. So what do you got right there? You got the 1.5. So yeah, I actually didn't clean the bottom up with the liners. I thought I had done that. I did this haircut a day ago, so I kind of forgot. So I'm hitting the 1.5 right there. It's my next guideline. So generally, the idea with this clipper is you're gonna create a line and then you're gonna fade under it. And then there you go, it's the 1A guard. And I'm gonna chip away at that. Now his hair was very, very forgiving with the 1A. It blended out so beautiful from the OA to the 1A to the 1.5. So that really, that looked great. I could have left it right there. It's about doing the least amount of work, taking on the least amount of risk. But like I said, this guy's family, so I wanted to blur that line out just a little bit better. So I do believe I went in with the 1 guard as well. I mean, everything's optional, guys. Nothing is etched in stone. Everybody's hair is different. What works for one customer may not work for the next. So I think that's the 1.5 again. I wanted to just make sure that guideline was good on the 1.5. Yeah, I went back to the 1.5 real quick. I don't think I made the initial guideline on the left side of his head high enough. And now I'm back to the 1A to soften that line. Sometimes you gotta do that. Sorry about that notification, gentlemen. Yeah, so this technique isn't gonna get the fade perfect, but this is for volume. This is to move clients. Then we go to the 1. I don't think it was really necessary, but I flicked out a little bit on the bottom with the 1 just to blur the fade out slightly. I was more afraid, honestly, at this point, how good it looked with the 1A. I didn't want to go too high with the 1 and make a whole new line. So guys, I'm using a ring light that's sitting on a tripod, but I do have a wall mount for my 21-inch ring light. So hopefully the next video that I shoot I'll be able to get a lot closer. There's the 3.5, by the way. I'll be able to get a lot closer to the client's head and I won't be in the way of the video footage because I'm finding that to be a problem. I'm hoping that you guys are getting some value out of these videos and you guys are able to move more clients and make more money. It's all about moving volume, guys. At the end of the day, you know, we all, after a certain amount of years in the business, you can all do perfect, flawless haircuts, but you got to make a living. New York is so expensive. If you don't move a considerable amount of clients, you won't be able to pay your bills or live comfortably. So you have to just search for new techniques that save you time. So in the beginning of the video, I showed the footage of what this looked like when it was 100% done. If you guys caught a glimpse of that, there I am with the trimmers showing you that I'm just going in on the bottom just to give it that little extra little level. You know, not necessary. These wide tooth trimmers, they tend to grab skin. I've realized that. So you just want to be careful with those wide tooth ones like the Psycho blade or the FX blade for the Babyliss stuff. It's a pretty good fade. I'm happy with it. Is it my best work? No. Rinaldi liked it. That's what counts. And he was done in 20 minutes. Like I said, this video was speeded up, just, in consideration of your time, guys. So I hope you guys found some value in this video and you guys have learned something and helps you make some money a little bit quicker. May God bless you guys on your journey. Try to enjoy every day of the process of building a clientele and working to get your dreams accomplished. This is your boy Drew Santana. I love you, brothers and sisters, and be good. Hope to see you again soon. There's my cousin.